What's up? It's 2023. We have smartphones all around us. They can call, they can text. Heck, these tiny devices even have 128 gigabytes of storage. Now that's pretty standard for smartphones nowadays, but to put that in perspective, a supercomputer, a type of computer that specializes in extremely fast computations, can do an impressive 32 billion operations per second. Well, that was in 1990. The most recent addition to the iPhone lineup, the iPhone 14 Pro, can do 17 trillion in the same amount of time, and it isn't as big as your house. That's a whopping 53,025% increase within a span of roughly 33 years. With all these drastic improvements, why aren't phones replacing those $40,000 movie cameras being used to shoot pro footage for years? That's exactly what I'm going to be answering in this video, so stay tuned till the end. Before we dive into that, let's discuss what the major advantages exist when using a phone to shoot a movie. First, like I mentioned before, cinema cameras are expensive, like really expensive. And using phones in a production environment could save a lot of money, which could be used elsewhere. They're also much more compact, easier to transport videos from, and they don't seem that bad to the average user. If these smartphones are so good, why aren't they being used more? Well, first and foremost, the differences start at the lenses. The lens of any camera determines how light is being directed to the sensor, and so directly affects the quality of the image produced. Production level cinema cameras use bigger lenses, which leads to that unique cinematic look. The lens on your phone, however, is made of plastic and is extremely tiny compared to that of a movie camera. The reason why video footage from smartphones looked as polished as they are is because software is tuned to fill in gaps in quality with what the phone thinks it should look like. An infamous example of this software trickery is the Samsung Moon photo. When you take out your Samsung phone and point it at a spherical white object in a dark room, you'll see that your phone overlays the texture of the moon, even though it wasn't present on the original object. Cinema cameras don't rely heavily on AI and instead have enormous lenses, which means that more light is let into the sensor, producing videos that are leagues ahead of smartphones. This is a way more brute force approach, but the quality difference is insane. Secondly, movie cameras perform greatly in low light. There are many scenarios in a film where your character needs to be filmed at a night setting, and if you've ever tried doing that with your smartphone, you'll have realized that the video quality, for lack of better words, is complete doo-doo. As mentioned before, the bigger the sensor, the more the light the camera receives, which then translates to a better output. The iPhone 14 Pro Max, for example, has a sensor which is less than an inch. Don't get me wrong, the photos are impressive under some scenarios if you don't pixel peep, but cinema cameras have sensor sizes that are incomparable. It's hard to do justice to this fact because streaming platforms often must limit quality to ensure that the mass audience has a comfortable and fast experience watching content. Those 4K videos you're watching on YouTube are actually much higher quality when coming straight from the camera. YouTube has to compress those videos in order to make it accessible for a wider range of audiences, no matter the network speed. Because of some of these reasons and more, it's safe to say that smartphones are not even close to replacing cinema cameras, at least within the next few years. That's it for today's video, and catch you next time.